Welcome back, you guys, in today's average upgrade for your PC rig that's closer to a normal upgrade path for most people. I am you in the sense that I want better gaming performance. That's why I got this guy. Yeah, 5080 it is. But I don't have the money to spend on a whole PC overhaul. Yeah, so no dinero for this, but I definitely have something saved up for this. Leave me down your comments of how many of you guys actually thought of doing the same thing. Drop them down in the box below. So of course the next best thing is basically a GPU upgrade, unless you go the CPU route first, which is smarter I guess in my opinion, but hey, I want those juicy FPS now, not later, so let's go this route. Guys, feel free as always to use the timeline down below if you want to skip ahead to the things that are most of interest to you. My very first GPU was actually this, the AMD RX 580, the classic budget warrior when I first put this PC together. It got me through a whole lot of late night mediocre gaming sessions, but eventually I moved on to, my current 3090 in there, as I really wanted more, and that was a whole different beast altogether, not even in the same galaxy. That guy in there, the 3090, it's massive, it's power hungry but powerful, especially for its time, and let's not forget, awfully expensive. I don't even want to get started because I bought it in the GPU apocalypse. Firstly, I will have to admit that this is definitely a want and not a need of sorts, because my 3090 still gets me through, around 99% of my workflows, so that's not a big problem, but it doesn't come with all the bells and whistles of the new generation, and definitely not with the efficiency. So, for once, I wanted to splurge a bit because I saved up, and I can't sell my 3090 because it's basically useless at this point and I'm not getting much for it, so yeah, 5080 it is. And now let's meet the RTX 5080, although, arguably, I should have upgraded the Mesozoic period dinosaur-like CPU that I have in there and a whole platform first, but alas, I will take up this occasion to just show you around this Asus product as I really find it beautiful. Strangely enough, given my salty relationship with this brand lately, you might know, if you are one of the few people who actually watch my channel, what's happening, I do find this GPU to be a work of art. Even given its size, it seems well built with a lot of thought that went into this design. Unlike certain laptop models where I bash Asus for the poor quality delivered. Yeah, video right up here somewhere, by the way. I always buy my stuff with my own money, so I can afford to be straight up with you guys as always about their true form and function, but I will admit here, I have a fetish of sorts with GPUs. I can't explain it, but I like them, especially when they are well designed. And ooh, they got me sold on this design puppy right here. The Ford fan on the back, so this is a pull-push configuration. OMG. Yeah, maybe that's why I decided to upgrade the GPU first and not the CPU after all. Anyway, at first glance, you'd think we've gone backwards in time. This thing doesn't look like it's from the future, and I will tell you why. Because it's not some slick, slim upgrade. It's huge. Again, huger than my 3090. How is that possible? I mean, let's take a look at this arguably beautiful but chunky boy, for which you definitely need a full-fledged tower to fit it in, and even then, you might think about where you place your angle grinder. But obviously size doesn't tell the whole story here. The real question is, does it even deliver more than the expected fire hazard that of course it comes with? Can't effing believe that the world has come to this. I have to spend so much money in my search for performance while also kinda have to accept the obvious design flaw that, this can go up in smoke. With that, anyway, leaving the Nvidia fire hazard fiasco behind us, Keep this in mind. This isn't one of your, tech YouTubers with a $5,000 test bench upgrade here. No. So this video isn't just about raw benchmarks. It's about showing what kind of upgrades you really get if you swap in a next generation GPU while holding on to the rest of your older system. Okay, but first we gotta get this puppy installed because, well, let's take out the old and in with the new and see exactly what we get for our money and time. Plug it in all the way. Yes, they're really flush. Yes, this is really flush. There's absolutely nothing here. So, yeah, okay, good. But before I show you the benchmarks and the metrics, here's some raw gameplay footage with no metrics attached. Same game, same settings. Can you tell which card is which? This is important because in the end, if your eyes can't spot the difference, and let's be real, for a 5080 level of performance, we also need an advanced monitor, well, to take advantage of the extra frames and of course improved visuals. So if you can't spot it, then why spend the money? So that's why I think it's important that we notice this. Alright, got your guess? Well, let me know if you could spot the difference down in the comments below. It would really help out with the algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate it. Well, I would greatly appreciate your time and effort for doing so, and you'd be absolutely amazing. Also, since YouTube is basically forcing me to say this at this point, I have no choice but to sound like a broken record and ask you guys to, well, subscribe, like, and share. Or maybe even better, comment, because if I didn't tell you this, then how would you know? Also, for your late night gaming sessions, don't forget to check out my freshly roasted coffee shop down below. So that's my merch below, where I roast on order fresh coffee for you guys to send your way before, the next LAN party begins. Or was that back in the 90s? Alright, so now with the bills paid, in case you guessed it, yes, the first clip was the 3090 and the second one was the 5080. Here they are again, but this time with the metrics attached to them, so let's back it up a bit. It was highly expected. The Ryzen 9 3900X once was a multitasking monster, but now definitely struggles to keep up with the 5080s in some games. It was even definitely struggling with some games with the 3090, so yeah, not to mention the 5080. I'm hitting CPU bottlenecks even though the GPU is just, well, cruising. So if you're planning to upgrade like this, a new GPU but the same system, then keep your expectations in check. You'll see big gains for sure, but the full potential of your new graphics cards might be held back by the rest of your hardware. And by might, I mean that of course it will be held back by your system, depending on how old it is, of course. Still, for some like me, this upgrade feels like unlocking a whole new generation tier of performance without building a new PC from scratch. Yes, I can definitely save in the future and replace the whole platform, and that seems to be a step in the right direction. The one true upgrade for me at least is for sure the efficiency at which this card runs. It runs cooler in part due to its great design featuring, well, that Ford fan in the back that rushes air through the radiator, but also due to its architecture because it's way more power efficient than my old Ampere GPU, the 3090. In hopes that, well, it won't melt its god-awful power cable and torch anything in the process, I have high hopes for the GPU moving forward with a potential platform upgrade to, well, I love Ryzen, so the AM5. Definitely new DDR5, faster RAM, and more efficient CPU will unlock the true potential of this investment right here. But for now, I'm keeping my expectations, well, right about here. Okay guys, so this brings me to the end of my down-to-earth and backwards upgrade path, well, that most people, obviously me included, are inclined to take when it comes to PCs and gaming performance. And if you liked it, well, I guess you know what to do by now. Also, feel free to help a brother out by maybe watching another of my episodes right about here somewhere. And yeah, until the next one, stay awesome, guys. Keep that GPU cool, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.